Yes, welcome to the blessed place. Spoiler alert ahead. I'm about to do a review on Tyler Perry's brand new movie, I Can Do Bad All By Myself. So if you haven't seen it, shame on you. No, I'm just kidding. But if you haven't seen it and you don't want me to spoil anything for you, then stop right there and come back after you've seen it. We had Sisterhood Saturday, and it was my grandma, my 80-something, 83, 84-year-old grandma, and my mom, and we had such an awesome day. Now, I had already read, I think perhaps on Twitter, take your tissue with you because it's a tearjerker. And at the very last minute before I walked out of the house, I meant to get some paper towel, and I looked on my paper towel rack and it was empty, and I was like, oh, I don't have time to go find some tissue or paper towel, so I went without. Mistake. First of all, Taraji P. Henson did a superb, stellar job at acting in this movie. However, the Oscar, the Academy, goes to Miss Wilson, who played Jennifer. That little girl played like my dad, played the hell out of that movie. Yes, she did. Y'all, she was absolutely brilliant. I mean, one of the best performances that I've seen anybody, male, female, adult, young, adolescent, child, old, new movie. Wow, my favorite parts. Okay, first of all, Taraji P. Henson was both funny, the character was April. She was both funny, ridiculously mean, and heartwarming. But when she told that little girl, when Jennifer slammed that door, as you know what young people will do when they're a little pissed off at you, when she said, slam that door one more time, heifer, I say, yeah, that's a sister right there. And I'm going all out of chronological order. But another favorite scene of mine was when Pastor Winans was preaching that sermon about value. Y'all, but I kept looking for an usher to come hand him some paper towel or a handkerchief. Pastor Winans preached so that sweat and perspiration was just, he was just drenched in it. And I'm like, usher, where is the usher in the white dress and the nursing shoes to come hand him something to wipe that sweat off his face? I couldn't concentrate. I kept blinking my eyes thinking that sweat was just falling in my eyes. Let's talk about Mexico. Mexico was scrumptious. Oh. And he was so genuine and authentic in this movie. And then when April hurt his feelings by accusing him of being a pedophile, you could see the pain and hurt in his voice and in his countenance. And then when he relayed his story about how he grew up, and then that just opened up your eyes as to why he cared so much for these kids. I saw the trailers of the movie, and I saw Madea giving these ridiculous Bible stories. I thought, now, you know, Tyler Perry, I love your movies, but, okay, you got to give Madea a rest, you know, in some of these movies, because Madea just getting ridiculous at times. But, Tyler Perry, I must apologize, because Madea was so needed for comic relief in this movie. Let's talk about Brian White, which I believe his name was Randy in the movie. Whoa, be still my heart. I loved Brian White from way back in the day, ever since Second Time Around, with Boris Kojo and Nicole Ari Parker. So we go way back. And I absolutely love this new character, because I've never seen him so vile. And I really didn't like it when he showed interest in that little girl. I mean, you talk about vile. But I liked him in this character. I've never seen him play such a vile, vicious, nasty person. And Brian, kudos. You did it superbly. Okay, let's talk about Gladys Knight. Gladys, you were just beautiful. And your singing, oh, you have lost nothing. If anything, probably all the experience and life experience that you've had just continues to shine through your voice. Wow, you're an icon and you're beautiful, and you played that part so subtly. And you just reminded me like a good old-fashioned woman of God that loved the Lord and loved people too. Mary J., you played your part. Yes, you did, and you were wearing those outfits. That blue dress you had on, that was just even more inspiration for me to remain on my journey for this quest for less, for me to lose weight. I'm like, I remember when I used to look good in a dress. Wow, you were wearing those outfits. But even more so, your songs, wow, you gave an awesome performance. But that's no surprise. No surprise. I would say one of my absolute favorite scenes, most heart-wrenching scenes. I know there were two. The one was when Jennifer was begging April if they could please stay there with her, and she would be no problem. She would quit school, she would get a job, she would help with the bills, she would take care of the kids. Wow. Oh, I felt that in my gut. I felt that in my gut. That was the Oscar-winning performance. And then one of my other favorite scenes was when Jennifer was in the kitchen holding her little brother, and she said that she was tired. The last of my favorite, absolute favorite scenes was when Taraji had that radio in her hand, and she was threatening to drop that radio in the water, and then it seemed to me her whole life just came to the forefront and gave you a clear understanding of why she was the way she was, why she had closed off the world, why she had a wall up, why she was with a married man rather than having a man of her own, why she could be so cold and heartless and mean. And she had a reason, because she had been molested and she was not believed when she told her mom. It was like just in the few moments of that scene, you started to understand and empathize and like April and feel sorry for April. Taraji played that scene. Oh my God. So overall, I would give this movie a 5 out of 5 stars. Tyler, I would say it was, I want to say your absolute best, but I still say Why Did I Get Married is running neck and neck. Because Why Did I Get Married, it had some emotional parts to it, but it was absolutely hilarious. I Could Do Bad All By Myself was more emotional, more gut true to life as to what a lot of people have experienced in their lives. Tyler, 2 thumbs up. I cannot wait to see what your next project is going to be, because you get better and better. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for some positive entertainment that reflects us. Y'all be blessed.